that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right. So that I think is creating that community. I know it's corny, but that's what they need.
Today, we have some fresh hell to unpack. So apparently, get this, former President Barack Obama thinks that every boy needs a gay mentor. That's right, folks. The same man who once talked about fathers being present or not present now wants to outsource masculinity like a diversity checklist. Grab your coffee, grab your Bible, grab some boxing gloves, because we're diving in. Now let me start this by saying I'm all for mentorship. My father raised me right. He taught me how to shoot straight, think straight, and keep my word. I learned how to fix cars, respect women, and hit back harder when life punches you first. You know, basic man stuff. But Barack Obama wants to fix that. He wants to start with first finding a woke professor, then make sure that he's gay, then let him teach you empathy. Now, I don't know what kind of Ivy League madness this is, but I didn't raise my children to be confused by pop culture experiments. I raised my son to be a man, not a social science project. Now, let's be fair. Obama said his gay mentor in college helped him with empathy. Well, that's cool. Good for you, Barry. But here's my question. Why does that have to be the blueprint for every black boy in America? What happened to coaches? What happened to uncles, pastors, barbershop wisdom, military veterans, fathers who actually live in the home? That used to be the model. You don't need a sexuality requirement to teach values. You need conviction, and you need a spine. Now let's keep it 100. This isn't about mentorship. This is cultural engineering dressed up as empowerment. The same elites who said that black fathers don't matter now want to replace us with lived experience consultants. People, I'm not handing my son over to the agenda of the industrial complex. I hand him tools, literal tools, a wrench, a Bible, a voter registration card. Because a strong black man is a dangerous thing. He can't be bought, he can't be silenced, and he sure as hell can't be reprogrammed. Now, I hear some of y'all whispering, Bernie, don't go there. But I say, I must. Why is it forbidden to question the Obamas? Why can't we raise our eyebrows at Michelle's linebacker shoulders or Barack's ever-evolving truths without being labeled as conspiracy theorists? Since when did curiosity become a hate crime? Listen, I'm not pushing gossip. I'm pushing boundaries. I'm a father and I'm a grandfather, and I'm trying to hold a line. And every time we let these elites blur that line, our kids pay the price. Let me be clear. I don't care how you live. That's between you, your conscience, and your creator. But don't you dare tell me that somebody's son needs to be mentored or groomed into questioning who he is. That's grooming disguised as guidance. You want to talk about empathy? Teach these boys to pray. Teach them to protect their sisters. Teach them to take care of their mother and to not knock up 3 baby mamas by the time they're 21. That's mentorship. That is manhood. So what's the takeaway here? We need to guard our kids' mind like we guard our homes. Faith, family, discipline, and discernment. Because this isn't just about Obama's opinion. It's about a system that's hell-bent on softening our sons and confusing the future of our men. And as far as I'm concerned, as for me and my house, we will raise warriors. We will raise providers. We will raise protectors. We will raise men. Obama can keep his speechwriters and his rainbow sociology. I will keep the truth. Well, that's about it for now. If you're tired of the cultural gaslighting, if you believe boys need strength more than social experiments, hit that like button. Share this with your crew and drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Do our boys need gay mentors or do they need strong fathers? You know where I stand. I'm Bernie Flowers, part of the Loyal Opposition. I'll catch you next time. Until then, stand tall, speak the truth, and raise young men. Bernie out.